everybody, welcome to my channel, Howling out for the host, Adversary. Today is the last episode of Danganronpa. We're about to head into these red doors to figure out exactly who the Mastermind is, the mysteries of the school, and what happened all along the way in the background. So, I hope you enjoy it. Leave it a thumbs up. Lets me and YouTube know that y'all enjoy my content. And subscribe to join the wolf pack. I'm always happy to have new wolves. And I'm super excited to see exactly what this ending is going to be about. So, let's just get right through the doors and do our last class trial. Oh my goodness. I hope I don't get all executed, because that's crazy. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto. Yeah.
Listen.
I really want to see, the ending. Does this mean you feel prepared? Yeah, for now at least. But where's everyone else? Aren't they here yet?
However,
don't worry, I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, of course, Byakuya. So, Byakuya. Wait, I remember they were all like not talking to one another. Byakuya? Yeah, none of them. They like all ran away from me for some weird reason. They arrived one after another, but they were all in the same state of shock. You know? Hero? Yeah, they weren't talking. Silence. And that wasn't normal silence. It was deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first class trial. Oh,
you called for me and so I appear!
Sup, Jill? Oh, she's so funny. I can't ever take her seriously. Ah, strong silence, master. So wonderful. So cool. So hot. My loins are ablaze.
Yes!
Oh, now listen. Everything will just be fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
Is she gonna like rip up Monokuma or something? With my scissors sharp scissors in my hand. With my sharp scissors in my hand, I'll stab and gouge and chive the evil master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone with those adorable little boys. If that's what master wants, it can be a boy, girl, anything in between. I can handle it. Okay. Sup, Toko? Where am I? We're about to go into our last class trial. No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Everyone here? Ooh, wearing our gloomy Gus faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair, climactum sorrow.
That's fine.
You're right, this is our final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair. What do you mean, this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear of good standing, you know? That last class trial, where you threw me under the bus, you remember that? That wasn't fair. That was manipulation. If there was a Mr. Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today,
and I'll make sure everyone watching at home knows that despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough with your tedious drivel. Begin the class trial already. Sure, let's begin the trial already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
Don't worry, then don't you try to run away. No, you're gonna be wanting to run away. Because I am pumped. I got my refreshed brain juice here. I went back through all the clues. And I'm ready to defeat you. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With it, inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first to the elevator. One by one, the others followed. No one's gonna talk. Really? Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey.
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid, suspicious of each other.
However.
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
However.
Well, you can tell us about it soon. at the class trial. You're right, I'm ready.
So...
Ready to win, right? Of course. I'm glad to hear that you say that. And then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. Well, go in, Makoto! Don't just stand there. I started to make my way towards the opening. Step after step towards the gaping awe. I had resolved that this would be our last time. I repeat to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed my anxiety down and calmed my trembling body, and finally, on steady legs, I passed into threshold in the mood of the elevator. Stood in the elevator. I don't know why I said mood. What a weird... Okay, my brain. Without warning, it began to descend deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still. Deeper... Oh my gosh. Okay! It fell deeper. We get a Makoto. I closed my eyes. The sight fell away. My sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open one last time. I could have been seconds or centuries later. I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. Slowly opened my eyes. Oh. This is the final trial site? It looks like a rundown building. Where's all the pretty colors and stuff? I mean, come on. This is the final class trial site? What do you think? It's just perfect background for deciding the person's fate.
Yahoo!
It's the long-awaited last stage. The always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna be sitting on the... And I'm sitting in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew it. Well then, let's begin. Let's do this. All rise.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Oh, really?
So listen up!
I'm listening, Monokuma. You're going down.
If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win!
Yeah, you told us
But
that.
if you can't, then I win!
Okay.
And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Got it.
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Oh, yeah! I wasn't even thinking of that.
Yep, sure will.
Oh, I gotta see this execution.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Dude, if Monokuma gets... Oh, we gotta win now. I want to see this execution.
Of course not. Bears never go back on their word.
Really?
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
He probably ran out of his good stuff.
Is the Mastermind only one person? Don't bother. I already know the answer.
Then why'd you ask? If you already knew the answer, why are you asking?
You're all the Mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
Alright, well, I take back what I said about him being smart.
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Okay. What are we doing?
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right!
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
Really?
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
You're a group photo?
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
Almost missed it.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah.
It's not just you
Oh
three.
man,
I have
music.
evidence too.
Okay.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
I don't think we got the same group photo.
Well, yeah.
Because if everyone had the same group photo, then everyone would just assume Makoto was the mastermind because he was the only one not in it.
Huh? Wait,
Yeah.
but mine's different.
Yeah, see? Hers is
With
different.
the picture you have, I'm in it.
Yeah.
But that can't be right. Because in my picture,
Okay, what's in your picture? Ooh.
see? I'm the only one not in it.
You're right. Interesting. That is interesting. Okay. I had to like look at the picture first. I figured as much in which case.
Hero, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
I bet everyone who has the picture, they're not in it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
I doubt we're gonna do anything to it while everyone's standing right here. Oh, genocide Jill's in this one. That tongue proves all I need to know. Where are donuts, man? I swear. Alright.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
I would be dumbfounded if he was the actual mastermind.
But you're in my picture.
Yeah.
You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
I don't necessarily think that.
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
No, I think it was my theory that because we looked at the lockers that we've been already in school. So those pictures could just indicate us in our past before we lost our memories.
Huh? I laid a trap?
That's what I think.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
Which photos are known most common? The person who has the
I
photo.
got it!
Duh.
In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it.
Yup.
So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hero got, he's the only one missing.
I wonder what Kyoko would have gotten if she went.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show
Oh, yeah.
you my photo as well.
Yeah, show me your photo. But you're probably not in it.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
Yeah.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Correct.
Figured it out.
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
It's a hint to our past, more the mystery of the school than the perpetrator. But, you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confront us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's picture. What is it? What's the digging
Listen,
at?
can I see everyone's group photo one more time?
Alright, we gotta look at these.
It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
There's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? Compare them to each one. Alright. Dang! Sakura over there with that fish! Holy crap! It can't be a real fish. That's gotta be like a floaty or something. What What does this the Makuro have in her hand? Is that a cell phone? Of course, Hina would be a lifeguard. I would think she'd be the one running the laps, but okay. Let's see. Yeah, Makuro is not involved in any activity except for the swimming. So she's not running. She's still in her uniform. Celeste is still in her, I guess, uniform and clothes. But Junko's face, her head's always turned away. That's a little weird. See, in this picture she is too. Okay, let's see. Nothing really weird here. Sayaka and... Bang! Sayaka and Hina both are sharing a box of donuts. Jeez. Alright. Yeah, well, her face isn't turned here, but she has really bad timing of standing behind Mr. Compass dude. So I guess that's not really suspicious, unless she could have just moved her head. Her herself. Yep, nothing really weird on this picture. Something strange about all of them if I can't pin down something. Okay.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
Technically, not all of them were matching uniforms. Celeste and Byakuya and Toko Soft Jill wasn't wearing any uniforms.
So you think they're fake?
I don't. They do.
No. I assure you, they're quite real.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that.
Well,
So it's
don't
gotta be a
remember being
fake.
in school,
I'm sure of it.
where I saw all the stuff in that locker.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Yeah.
Huh?
Don't get me wrong, I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
They're real.
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture necessarily because it's fake. It might be something other than the reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable, entirely horrifying reason. Okay? Hangman's Gamut. Okay, let's see. And Amnesia. Yeah. Dang, I'm good. Look at that.
Now I understand.
Let's do it. I knew it. We were like...
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Yeah. Because we passed out as soon as we got into the school, which doesn't make any sense.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna believe it.
As if.
Yep.
You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
You believe in so many things, Hero, that I don't honestly know what you believe in.
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
Well, what is it called? The interview. There we go. The interview video. I can make them except for that. Is that an option? Let's see. Because if I showed them the interview video, then they would believe me, right? Yeah. Okay.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I
I
don't know.
promise you, I haven't lost my memory.
Yeah?
Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
No, you have not.
No,
The
it's
next
wrong.
video. Tell them.
those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss.
Yeah, tell him.
This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
No, it's nothing like that.
Shut up.
It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean...
I mean all of us, including you.
Yes, sir.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
Yeah, it's called amnesia.
It's
like I
not
said.
about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Yeah.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Nope, y'all say yes.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
I mean, that's valid. I would probably be very suspicious.
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
That goes for all of Hero's things. Yes, we have to pursue him and persuade him and make him think what the truth is.
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
Thank you, Monokuma.
What?
Thank you for letting us skip this, like, 10 minutes of us trying to explain to him why it's real.
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yes.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
Yes, sir.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss.
Brainwashed.
You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time. How could someone just steal our memories?
Yeah, that's a good thing. Good point. I don't know how either.
How? Come, that hardly matters right now.
I want to know, as the
If
person
I
playing
said
the
it was
game.
hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains?
We opened up? So there was two.
Would you really believe
more.
anything I said?
You just
How
said
it
we.
happened doesn't matter right now.
But you said we. That means there's more than one person behind the Monokuma thing.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I
school
knew I could
memories.
count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
Interesting. Interesting indeed. I'm trying to think of why it would be important to lose memories. Other than maybe what's going on outside.
You mean the motive you came up with? To try and get us to all kill each other?
No.
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It
It
does?
sure does.
Let me think about this. The only reason I would think to steal our memories is to not know who everyone is. Whether it be friends, family, classmates, regardless. I'm guessing he took our memories so that we would not know each other, and it would be easier for us to kill a stranger that has no personal strings attached to our personal lives than would be killing our friends. That's the only thing I can think of. And that makes sense.
But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
He just wants us to figure out who the mastermind is first before this school stuff.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else?
Yes, exactly what I just said. So until we do that, well, either way, we'll have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Murokuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. I believe there's none of these people standing, except for Monokuma. I mean, like, people-wise. Let's see what these people...
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything.
Yes.
That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Yes, because he
Of course.
said...
They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
Oh! They're talking about the control room.
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's
No.
no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
No.
Because masterminds always lurk off in the background, right?
No. Alright.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Yeah,
Of
he's
course, have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
So we went to the control room together.
You're just making stuff up.
No.
There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a...
Nope, they're in the control
No,
room.
it's wrong.
Let's do it. It's backing up.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
Yep.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Me and Hina went to the control room, buddy. None of y'all decided to go to the
In the
control
back
room.
of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma.
I didn't find it. Hina did. But, okay.
The
Take credit.
mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time.
Yep.
So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
Yep.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
One of us as in students? Yes. One of us as in everyone standing here human-wise? No.
What? Why?
I'm sorry. Hina has too big of a heart to do anything. Hero is just plain stupid. Genocide Jill / Toko. Toko can't do it because she's, you know, the way she is. Genocide Jill is because of the way she is. No. And Byakuya has the smarts, but he has no personal interest in surviving if he wants to get out of here this badly. So, I don't think it's really any of them.
Recall what Makoto
Found
told
it,
us
please.
Monokuma said to him earlier.
And besides, what we just figured out is that the mastermind is controlling Monokuma from the control room, and Monokuma is standing right there talking that means the Mastermind has to be in the control room right now as we're doing this trial. So technically, your theory does not make sense of one of us being the Mastermind, but everyone that we know that's alive, is in this class trial right now. I state my point. Yes, all 16 students.
So if the Mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
Yes.
How'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here?
Yep. Someone who is dead is not really dead.
It's not me! I'm not the Mastermind!
I know, Hero.
Well, it's not me.
I blame Makoto!
Oh my gosh. You know, this is not the only time you've came for me.
What? Why me?
Right?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed!
Fair enough, fair enough. I will give her that. I would be very suspicious being the only one that survived too. However, because my theory before what I just said, Monokuma is being controlled in the control room, that we can't, no doubt we know that the Mastermind isn't one of us.
Oh, I get it! The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the Mastermind himself, right?
Oh my gosh, everyone's gonna turn
Aw,
on me.
nuts! You got me!
Shut up, Monokuma. Don't even talk.
What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The Mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
Yeah.
That's a
exactly.
good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Thank you, Bianca.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
Enough.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing.
Alright, tell us.
We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Right.
Huh? But I thought we
me, guys.
figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
My allergies are bad right now. Oh, wait, she is dead.
No, that isn't actually what killed her.
I think it
It was
was
something entirely different.
I think it was the several-day-old wounds that she suffered.
Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Yup. It wasn't a blow to the head. It wasn't. It was
I
other
got
wounds.
it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Yes.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Wait. I think I know who it is. Oh! I think I know who it is! But I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna let it flow a little bit further, and then I'm gonna say if I'm right or not. Body covered in other wounds at these several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago.
Yes, which further gives me evidence.
So
I
they
know
can't
who it is.
possibly be what killed her.
It can. For
Consider
sure.
this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
Yeah, the person Mukuro was already dead. She was already dead. That's why that whole class trial was kind of weird.
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days?
Exactly.
If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Yeah.
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
But we read about her in the class registration. The headmaster mentioned that she was amazing, that she didn't have any marks or anything from being the ultimate soldier. So she was completely clean.
You're wrong.
She denied me before I could even say anything. Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me!
Okay, I thought this conversation was about to take a weird turn. If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Yeah. Jeez. Alright, what's up? What's next? Okay, what are they talking about?
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wins in battle.
Okay, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
Right. 'Cause she was flawless.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Exactly.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
Alright.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Are you sure? What? Yeah, he's just like, what?
Anyway,
I don't
so
think he
we
trained her
can
on
be sure
anything.
that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Yeah, because that's how Monokuma tried to hide her actual identity.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
I'm not gonna say who, but it's pretty obvious who died through those types of wounds. I know who it is. If y'all know who it is, let me know in the comments down below.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
That wasn't last
Makoto,
night?
you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
That wasn't last night, right? That was days. That was days, because I was in the garbage chute for what? 2-3 days, and then the class trial before that? Yeah. It wasn't last night.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her.
No, I think it's the real mastermind.
So who was it that attacked you?
Obviously the mastermind.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Alright, do it.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question.
Alright.
Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Sure. Let's see. She was wearing fake nails, that's for sure. Yeah, I would have seen the tattoo on the hand that the knife was on. Or that was holding the knife, so there was no tattoo either. Alright, let's see what it brings up. Oh, okay.
You never saw their face, right?
Correct.
So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
Oh, man.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Shoot!
You never saw their... So you can't have... I'm telling you now.
You're wrong.
There's another part of the...
Oh? And is it the right hand? Or the
Oh.
left hand?
Wrong button.
Shoot!
Wrong button. I was trying to get the purple letters.
You never saw their face.
So you can't
Fast
have...
forward.
I'm telling you now.
You're wrong. There's another part of the...
Oh? Is it the right
I'm not even gonna try
hand?
that.
Or the left hand? Maybe
left-
the right foot. Shoot!
What?
You never saw their face, right?
Okay, let me run
So
through
you
that.
can't have any idea who was under that mask.
Okay.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro
No,
Ikusaba.
it's not.
There's another part of the...
Oh? Is it the right hand or the left hand?
Maybe the... Or perhaps... Or could it be... The hips?
You never
Alright,
saw
do
their
it.
face, right?
Come on.
So you can't have
confused
any
me for a
idea who
second.
was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro.
Nope.
No, that's wrong.
My bad, guys. I was thinking...
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I was thinking that they wanted me to point out where the tattoo was on the body. But that
A
was
representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
not. Okay.
And there was no such tattoo.
Yep.
So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
So obvious.
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it couldn't have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh! No snappy comeback? Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
Yeah, showing you what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Okay. What is it? Oh, she's putting her gloves off to see that her hands doesn't have the tattoo or whatnot.
Your hands!
Nothing gonna let her to gasp. It was more just a little burn. on the
Awful,
skin.
isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
Well, I'd much rather people see my scars than die. So yeah.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the Mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Yeah. Because who knows, you may never see these people again when you get out of here, so it doesn't really matter. Kyoko seemed to savor the words that she said to him, but then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof. Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Nope.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear.
Alright.
There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Correct.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours!
Oh my gosh.
Sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You're such a jerk.
I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's
No.
true. Oh,
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
No, because when we first got to the school, it was 15 of us. And since she's out of the picture, there's still that extra person, which is controlling Monkuno. And the 16th total, that means all of us were alive.
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Alright.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
No, not necessarily. She was killed while we all watched. I know exactly who
After she
it
died,
is.
who knows how much time went by before we found her, right?
Yeah.
Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time,
No,
could
she was
she?
in the morgue.
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then she was being stored somewhere?
That backhand comment.
to hide a body here. To just store it somewhere?
Yeah, the biolab.
I got it! Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Yep.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Proof that the body was carried to the garden, maybe in the biolab. The tarp, right?
I got it!
Yeah.
What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is
The tarp side biolab on it.
the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Yep.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Could be good, man.
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Yep.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
What are in these jars? There's insects, this look like fish. Some other things I don't understand. Okay.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in.
Yep.
Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow, you made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
She did.
That's just a wild guess! Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved!
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Yep, there's one person missing that should have been dead.
Are you talking about unmasking the Mastermind?
Yeah, not all the lights are on.
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Okay, you gonna start being
Such
a child
child.
now?
Oh
Yeah.
well, just ignore him.
Exactly, you just start to be a child all of a sudden. You need to pull yourself together and think. No.
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
He's trying to move conversation.
What one thing?
Oh my gosh. You could've just...
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What about him in this situation? What do you mean? Why would this be relevant to us solving who the murderer is?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
What is this have
So
to do
what do
with the
you
murder?
Are you sure your family's still okay?
You're just giving me more of a reason to unmask you, know? Because I would want to get out to see where my family's okay, so...
Why are you bringing that up now?
Yeah.
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Looking at the video, no.
Stop talking about that!
Right?
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. Can't let him get to me. Okay, we talked about the biolab. Yep. It has to be... Let's go. Moment of... We did it! Moment of the truth. Okay, let's do it.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
Oh, viral love lights. Go!
This should prove it.
Yes! Alright, let's do it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Who it is?
Consistency Kyoko's talking about.
Oh, I accidentally passed it up. Sorry, guys.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Like I said, the biolab also acts as a morgue. Tell him, Cody. Tell him.
And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
Yep.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Technically, we all know that someone got turned into butter, so his body's technically not butter.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Yeah.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in. And there were only 9.
Should have been 10.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Because 9 plus 6 is not equal 16.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Suspicious? Why?
That means not one of them
That's
still
simple.
alive.
Just recall who's died here so far, and
Yep.
it should become clear.
Yep. Here it is. Here we go. Sayaka. Junko. Which, there's rooms. Are you saying my girl Junko didn't die? Leon didn't have those wounds. That definitely didn't have that. I'm so sorry, Shihiro. I meant y'all didn't have the wounds. He definitely couldn't have had the wounds. And how he turned up, there wouldn't be a body. They, nope, were murdered in the head. She burned to death, which I don't know how her body's even there, unless she's a bottle of ashes. That legit, yeah, she killed herself. And Makuro. So 10 people.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
We saw Junko die. However, Junko and Murkuro had the same wound. Okay, so there wasn't a Junko. There wasn't a Junko because Murkuro was disguised as another person. So she was technically killed twice. Okay. Never mind.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
No, she was
got
killed
it.
twice.
The Mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's
Yeah.
body, since they actually killed him. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
Yep.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Murkuro was killed once, but accused of being killed again.
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murderers?
His body was represented twice. Yep.
I got it! What about if
I'm getting into
the
this.
same person was killed twice?
Yep.
Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far, but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Right.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Yep.
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Yep.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
Makuro.
It was Mukuro, of course.
Mukuro. Yeah. I don't know why I pronounced her name that. I don't
Before
know.
she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba,
She was
killed as someone
somebody
else.
And somebody else is my
And
favorite
that's why
character.
the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
I can't believe she fooled us.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers.
Yeah.
And that will become obvious.
Duh.
Nothing's gonna become obvious. Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
No. Alright.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima?
Well, I should have done that other thing.
Shoot! Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as?
Let's do it.
Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? No! Chihiro,
Mando,
That's
Kiyotaki,
not who I
Fumi,
wanted.
Celestia, or maybe... No, there's no way anyone was murdered twice! Who is this someone else? Was it Sayaka?
Junko Enoshima, Leon
Yeah, there we go.
Kawata, Chihiro Fujisaki, Mando Owada, Kiyotaka Ishimaru, Hifumi Yamada, Celestia Lu, whatever, or maybe Sakura Ogami. No. There's no way anyone.
Nope.
No,
There we
it's
go.
wrong.
My girl Junko. Or I guess she's not real, I
Junko.
guess.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
Yep.
What do you mean?
Oh my god. I gotta see that again.
Well, remember
I mean,
what
that-
happened to her?
I guess technically she isn't a real person, but
She was impaled by a bunch of spears.
she was
All over her body.
It was just a disguise. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold up. So, either this person, the ultimate soldier, was disguising herself as another person, even though they've never met anybody. That doesn't make sense. In my mind, that does not make sense. Unless she's really into cosplay and likes to be a fake persona of someone else. I guess she could be like the ultimate soldier and like disguising herself as Instinct. But the way she acted and communicated and like conversed with everybody, she sounds way too, not real. Involved is the word. To be disguised. So, my brain. Why would she pretend to be somebody else? The ultimate despair is not one, but many. And Monokuma did say we. Class trial. So does that mean Mukuro was in on it? Mukuro was in on it. Mukuro was helping the mastermind. That's why she disguised herself. And that's why... But why? But why? Why? Why would she disguise herself? I mean, it makes sense that she disguised herself, but she died, which doesn't make sense. If she was in on it. Because I remember her saying, as soon as those spears hit her, that how did this happen, or it wasn't supposed to. Why me? That line, that means she was caught off guard. Let me get this straight. If my theory's correct, Mukuro was disguised as Junko to make everyone believe that she was Junko in order to fool everybody in playing this killing game. So her disguise or identity wouldn't be revealed for when she went to go help the mastermind or like go meet up with her, him, whoever. And she was being a different person to get information maybe from people. And then this happened. This little fight thing. Which, the way she said it wasn't supposed to happen to me is they were acting to make her less suspicious. And she got killed unexpectedly by the other person controlling Monokuma. She was betrayed. She was betrayed. Oh my gosh. Whoever is Monokuma is... Oh! He's mean. He's bad, man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Okay.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body.
Junko was a real person. Junko was a real person. Hold up. Because the pictures, we see Mukuro and Junko in those group pictures. So Junko is a real person. She wasn't disguising as a fake person. She was disguising as the person so that when the Mastermind killed her unexpectedly, they wouldn't expect the real person, Junko, to be the Mastermind. What? It's oh my gosh, hold up.
When you compare
I am
that to the
right-
stab wounds
Oh.
Junko suffered,
Ooh, but it's not Junko. It's
Similarities match?
oh, my favorite character. She's alive, but I feel like I don't know how to feel. Like I'm happy that she's alive. I'm excited because she is my favorite character. But that all could have been an act, you know? Like that all could have been an act. I don't even know if that was actually her real personality. For all I know. All I know is that was Mukuro's personality.
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up.
My brain is like, oh my god.
That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again.
Yep.
Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
That's why she has those fake-ass nails. Right now is because she was disguised as Junko. Whenever I thought of those nails, I was like, you know, the only person who had red nails was Junko. In my brain, I was thought maybe she was Junko, but she was actually the imposter was pretending to be Junko.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Oh, I love this game.
It's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person?
Technically, yes and no.
Wait, so then...
They were the same person as being disguised, but I think Junko, the real Junko, is...
What does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
Yes.
Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the Mastermind?
Yup.
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive.
Say what? Come again, Togo? clearly saw that Murphy was dead. Clearly. Monokuma doesn't lie. In his files, she was dead. Several days old, she was dead. Yes, Mukuro, without knowing that her and Junko were the same person disguised, but she's dead. So it would have to be the opposite person.
Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died.
Yup.
So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be.
You pulled her freaking body out of the morgue, Toko.
Total silence? Then I must be right.
No, the one who lives. Oh, okay.
Body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
It was.
No,
Because
it's
her
wrong.
profile.
No. The body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
Funny that he brings that up again. Because Junko's has the same measurement. So. Doesn't look like her. I know that for a fact because of the picture, even school class trips, her hair is not the same.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
I don't know how you would know vitals from a dead person since technically she's not breathing and have a heartbeat. But measurements could, you could do her measurements if you had, have measured her. Dead corpse measuring. I don't think they'd come up with that, but height, yeah. You can do it on the same height.
If Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Let me tell you. Someone made it look like they died, but they're still actually still alive. One person that could be. Ooh, oh, I just passed her. Junko.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Yep.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
But... Oh, you're not gonna tell me?
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
Because she was disguised as Junko.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade.
Exactly. A charade.
But you
of
yourself confirmed
identity.
she was dead, did you not?
That still breaks my heart to look at. Yeah. But
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So,
But it wasn't Junko to
It
start
must
with.
be...
then
No.
you're withdrawing your...
I know you gave it your best. Too bad, too bad.
Nope.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Yeah.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Nope.
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
You're on
That's
the right
all
track.
well and good. But how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way?
So far, you're the only
Junko
problem.
absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
But if Mukuro...
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Tell him, Kyoko.
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
Could have survived. She was disguised. Come on, let's do it. Some sort of trick. Okay, let's do it. Hangman's Gambit? Okay. Replaced. Replaced. Let's do this. Give me an A. Game.
Now I
Let's
understand.
do it! Let's go! Oh, I'm so into this right now.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Exactly.
Switch places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place.
Are people really this dumb? No.
Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Okay. I digest that wrong. He's saying what I want, like I was thinking. But the way he worded it made me think it was like she was already in the room, but someone replaced. Okay.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
No.
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
From the very beginning, Coco. She was being Junko from the
Right when
very
she was
beginning.
about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So
Yes,
maybe
they
the
could.
whole idea is wrong.
Nope, hear me out. At the very
I
beginning.
got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes,
Yeah, 'cause see,
from the
Junko's
moment
right there,
we
but-
first met.
Mukuro wasn't.
If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met
Wasn't the real Junko.
was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had like a normal conversation with her.
Right?
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was.
Yep. So how could we possibly have known?
So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko,
And we believe her.
and we never would have known the difference.
Exactly.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
And that is the real reason why we lost our memories. They didn't want us recognizing who was who in the Mastermind at the beginning of this game.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Yeah.
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
But she was also the fashionista. And we were saying in the beginning of that other trial, the first trial where we were seeing her body, her hands were clear too. Which would mean, when we said it could have been covered up with makeup, that's probably what she did.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that.
See?
If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
Yup.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
Yup.
But if she really did use foundation...
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Come on. Say something.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Yup.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure. Making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
Dang, this trial is taking a long time. I may have to do this in 2 parts, guys. Because we could find out who the killer was, which is we're about to sue. And then we'll do the other part of the class trial about all the mysteries of the school.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her.
Which I didn't even think when Kyoko and the the headmaster was proclaiming her as the ultimate despair, tying it into a group, which means more than one person. So, her being the ultimate despair, not being the first and only one, Junko could have been in the ultimate despair as well. Us not knowing her true identity, you know? So she could have been ultimate despair as well. And that's what got, like, the confusion.
In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
Like I said, yep.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
Yeah, come on.
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
What?
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity.
Dude, I got so hyped my hat's falling off. Anyways.
As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
True.
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
You killed her. Oh. You made us think that she died. So we wouldn't have to point any fingers at a dead person. Oh, the interview DVD.
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster,
Yeah, because you interrupted. It wasn't just the monitor, the DVD player itself apparently turned off. Which, of course, when the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsie, looks like it's broke. Out of service.
you made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did
For
you?
sure.
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And we would see that Murphy.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
Whatever. If it was just a fluke, the identity, the Mastermind's identity. That's the only. The Mastermind tried to cover up one other piece of evidence he got to reveal. Okay, let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. Moment of truth again? Okay, let's do it. Alright.
What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? What are you even talking about? What do you want?
Final strike.
That's impossible!
This should
Photo.
prove it.
That makes sense why you can't see her face
The
in
video
these
wasn't
photos.
the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
I thought it was weird, but well, now it makes sense. Because if she turned around, you could have seen her face. Or the real Junko.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we got. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
You can't see her face. Obviously. See? Water's covering up that. She's turned around. She's turned around again. And her face is covered by his arm. Junko's
I
face.
got it! Junko's face.
Junko just give up.
The
Come
one
on.
thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Yep, water turned around. Turned around. And gosh, it's bad luck.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single
photo,
picture, don't you? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet.
Yep.
With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko.
Yeah, because Mukuro's eyes are gray. I mean, I guess Junko's eyes could have been
Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face.
We did see the real Junko. We have seen the real Junko from the beginning. If her magazines weren't actually photoshopped like Mukuro was saying, because in the very beginning, I remember Makoto confronting her, saying that she looked a little different from her pictures in the magazines he's been reading. Where she had, you know, the blue eyes and everything. And Mukuro doesn't have, she has gray eyes. So if not, maybe the magazines weren't photoshopped. Maybe the magazines were actually the real Junko. Freaking Junko has a freaking Monokuma tie around her neck. Look at that. Oh my gosh, can she be more obvious?
Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed.
See? Now, Mukuro saying it's all photoshopped in the magazines, that was clever. That was really clever. She put on a good act. I will give her that one. Dang. That went over my head too. I mean, you wouldn't
That the Junko in the
respect it.
pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Yeah.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
Yep.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Yep.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
They're both ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the Mastermind have been exposed.
Come on.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run.
Ooh, let's go.
I'll prove everything right now.
Let's do it. Are we doing the comic book thing? Oh, awesome. Okay. Anyway, let's just move it this way. So when we all gathered, there, they switched. That's who we met. She oh my god, she ultimately died. And then the person carrying her brought her out. Dude, that is crazy. Oh wait, we're on Act 4. Act 4. Person. Person. Got the knife. Okay. Was about to stab me before she found it. Alright. Brawling. There we go. Went to the garden, took it off, put the mask on the victim. That's where we saw her in the garden. She exploded. And then, thinking that we were done, she put her back in the ward? No, she exploded. Alright, let's do
Killer
it.
is you.
See if I'm right.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima,
Yep.
right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma, in Junko and Oshima.
Okay.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue, until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden.
Yep.
She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place. Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning.
Yeah.
This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind.
Let's see. Come on.
The real Junko Enoshima!
Yep.
That's the whole story behind this incident.
What you gonna
Well,
say?
what do you have to say to that?
Come on, Monokuma.
What? Are you broken again?
Right. Come on, say something.
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
What now?
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
No, because we still gotta do the story of the school, right?
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Alright. What's happening? Ooh! I knew it! She had blue eyes. She looks like her cover magazines.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Hold on. Don't tell me that's her actual voice. There's no way that is her real voice. Oh, what? Oh, what? Okay, her eyes are gray again.
If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world!
That...
We've even drawn up the deed already! We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking!
Where are you from, woman?
Have you made your choice?
Are you...
Will you serve under us?
no.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Dude, what is going on right... Does she have like this split personality or something?
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
I'm not sure what role you're supposed to play right now either. She's a real Junko Enoshima? I guess so.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory, or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Is that why you rushed us with the killing game?
Your face!
Her face? Toko. Her whole personality! Like, she's changing her voice.
Huh? What about my face?
What is she going like this? Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact you're doing this. What's up?
What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
You can act like 100 chihuahuas combined. Murdering us.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, it's not. You remember the magazines? The first day in the main hall, nothing. Before arriving at
got
school.
it! That's right! It was before I ever came to this school.
Magazine
I
cover.
remember seeing a magazine cover.
See? We confronted her. Yeah,
And
see?
you were on it!
Or she's normal.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
Yeah, you know how stupid you look doing this? I can't even look at myself recording doing that. Jeez,
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
checking out if she didn't tell you, but okay. Man, I wish she had this personality. I guess I liked the fake Junko more than the real one. I liked Mukuro Ikusawa, I guess, if that was actually her really personality. I like her then.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
In your position, probably.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
And me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista.
Yeah, because she was the ultimate soldier. Which is still, my mind is blown that she even works with you.
Two
That's
people
weird.
can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist.
Yeah.
Not even if they're twins.
What? What? Are you saying right now that they're twins? That would kind of explain the same vitals and same measurements, the same, and their weight. Twins, really? Makes sense on paper, but I would never. They don't look alike, honestly. If that's her real hair, you know, and all that. Oh my gosh.
Twins!
Twins.
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
I'm more embarrassed to get your hand off her face.
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
You killed your own twin.
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Whoa! That personality switch.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
You are crazy, Junko. But I must say, out of all the personalities you've shown us so far, this one is tolerable. Maybe I like the crazy ones. I don't know. This one. I like her voice in this one.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Yeah.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself!
Jesus, woman.
But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
Could've been. They could have been using the fake last names. I don't know.
Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
I like this personality. She's just too funny right now. I like the original, like in the beginning, that personality would fit, you know, the fashionista. But this one's just funny. I guess it's the way she talks.
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
Okay.
If she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
I don't know how you're remaining calm when you're standing right next to the person that's freaking crazy right now.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Okay, why does she look like a high school teacher?
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Now she looks like a dating sim for, like, more mature audiences.
The so-called mastermind
take
had
that
to operate
seriously right
Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem.
Really? Why? Because no one would try to kill her in the killing game because she's a soldier? She's flawless in battle?
She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive. It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
I mean, you're smart to do that.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause.
So, if she was trying to impersonate you, the way she talked and acted was your natural. Your natural, like, without any other personality trait, right?
She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Jeez.
Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
Oh my gosh.
Can't be your only reason, can it?
I mean, she's the ultimate despair.
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
There it is.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
How many personalities do you have, woman?
If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
Yep.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What?
Because she's
I
messed up in the
sacrificed her?
head.
That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
Right?
Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary.
Oh my gosh. Please change personalities.
We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations.
I think this is the worst personality.
Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything.
Alright.
We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it? That's not true at all.
How many personalities is this chick have? She got freaking mushrooms on her head right now.
We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited. Huh? Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super.
Okay, oh, what's wrong with you?
And my sister, too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair.
Man, I bet.
After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her.
You got a
Super
whole execution
jealous.
waiting for you here in just a few minutes. You can feel free to just skip this monologue and go straight to it. I mean, come on.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person.
Right?
You're some kind of abnormality.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Right?
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
I agree, Hero, for the first time in my life with you.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right? So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic.
You're not athletic. You didn't run in this picture.
I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No. I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Right?
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
Is everyone really dead right now?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow!
Oh my gosh, she has another personality. Okay. Okay. I don't know how much more personality switches she's gonna make. I am gonna go ahead and leave it off here since we know who killed her. Or who killed Mukuro. And we're gonna go in this next episode and figure out the rest of this. Finish it off, finish the clues in the next trial. My brain needs a break from this. All this that just went on. So, I hope you liked this video. Leave it a thumbs up. Can't wait for next week when we figure out the final episode of Danganronpa and see what ending we get. Hopefully we get a good ending. Hopefully outside it's not horrible. Not all of our families died. I'm hoping for that. And so, yeah, leave this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to join the Wolf Pack. Always happy to have new wolves. And without further ado, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.